September 22nd, having a meeting at 6:30. We will start that.
There's a rough agenda here for you two. Alright, so Chad is the only one not able to be here right now.
Yep.
All other board members are present. Alright, so here are the meeting minutes from our July 7th meeting, which is actually our last meeting. We couldn't reschedule in August, and then September was pushed back because of Labor Day. That was the first Monday.
Yes.
Of September. So our other discussion that we had the movie and preparing for the Shrek movie, which was July 26th. We also talked about getting the Whitaker Park sign installed.
Yes.
Working on the retaining wall project, Central Point Days of Caring, update on a DNR grant, the 2026 budget, and applying for the last round of the My Board grant. Those are all those details there.
Just want to prove it and go on.
If you see any changes that need to be made,
I don't see any. Other than we did not put the sign up because I'm not sure we both just got caught in a lot of crap. So Chad has it at his house. He put a backing on it, so she will get it up pretty soon.
Okay. Well, it does say plan to install.
Yes. Concrete, retaining wall. That's all good to go. I approve these minutes. Approve the minutes. Do you want to make a motion? I'll make a motion. Do you want a second? Second.
Okay. All right. So one of the topics on this agenda, we're going to, I guess, kind of flip-flop around, are the days of caring.
That's our main priority right now. It's 2 days, up to 10 guys, correct? I have a few notes on that. Really crappy notes. What can we do with the parking lot with them guys being there? I was talking about maybe getting some millings. Let's clean it up, edge it up, make it look better, presentable, because I know they can do that.
Can they cut in and make it level and for the proper?
I say they can if they bring their equipment. You know, they bring their equipment in, they can cut it down.
Okay, so I guess
that's something we need to ask Chad. But even just cleaning it up, even if we can't get millings in and all that, at least edge up and stuff, make it look presentable. It kind of looks a little down there. I was thinking maybe getting some paint the diamonds on the bottom, get them cleaned up, if they can do that. Just whatever it is to make it more presentable. We don't have a whole lot of time here. We can do this again next year, you said. So if we can just take what we have and improve that, I think that's what we should.
We'll definitely have them do the earthwork that we had talked in the past.
Yes.
That was in the
fence,
past.
take the fence down.
Fence down.
Mold it out.
Right, and then I think we're going to cut in, we had talked before, cutting in potentially up to 10 feet, just so everything can be feathered and faded, so it's easy for
Well, they gave us
maintenance.
approval in the spring to do that.
Right, but that's part of that project.
Yeah. But it never got done. Now we can just deal with these.
And then moving the soil that would start either on site, which would be great because that's kind of an eyesore right now because it is it looks like a little forest up there, but that's what it was used. That's what it was kind of allotted for was.
Yeah. With the little bit of time we have, and I don't know if you guys agree with me, we don't have a whole lot of time for them to come in and do all this, and we have 10 guys, 2 days. So I feel like we should get a lot done, but just do what we have there, clean up, pull weeds, paint, just make the park look nice.
Do we want, and we can double check, I can reach out also to Morgantown Youth Sports, because they planned on, yes, batting cage was going to be done. Do we want them to try to tear down that batting cage? If we get the green light from everything, I mean, that would take probably a couple guys and
I'm 100% with that,
but
will we get an answer by then?
We can, yeah, I think so.
Just have to have a dumpster for that.
guys want to tackle that, or I have somebody that will. It's up to you.
Because we
It'd be
originally,
cheaper if you guys do it.
Yeah.
I'm with that.
because we originally said, yes, go ahead and take the tower down, but with somebody else giving us a quote, we approved that quote, and obviously they couldn't do it with the field being planted at the time, so we had to wait till fall, winter. So I just need to know so I can let that person
No.
know.
I think it, myself, if they could take it down for free, that saves us $1,000.
I'm all for that.
But my issue is the safe, it's just the safety aspect of, and equipment that would be needed for it. Is it gonna,
Honestly, I think a cut saw and a rope and a truck will do the trick. This is my opinion. You have a cut saw, you have a rope, and you have a truck, you can pull
we'll
that.
need to get permission from
The landowner.
the person who owns the land, because that was an agreement that he
Yeah.
already had with them.
Yeah. Well, if he wants to come and do it, that's
I'm
fine.
just
No,
trying
I'm
to,
saying, if this
keep
man, that man can
everything.
do it, I'm all for that. Just get it done, get it out there.
Yeah,
That's
it
all
needs to be
matters.
done, because it'd be nice if that would have been done, redone before, so we can just take care of all this groundwork, so we have a
At one time.
blank slate all at
Yeah.
once. But I know that CenterPoint can't, they won't be climbing. That was discussed in our last meeting, that
Yeah.
they can't take something like that down.
Just gotta wait till we get the beans out of it.
That's gonna be 2 weeks to a month.
Yeah.
Can you get with the landowner, make sure we have permission to do that, Joe?
Yeah, that's, Mrs. Boyle's, Jill knows.
Okay, just get with them, make sure it's okay if we see that when it gets done, we can just go ahead and do that. And have that knocked out, done.
I think, Paul will.
So do we want to make a motion for a roll-off? Do you think we just need one? If we're able to,
I say
after we
one.
get the list to CenterPoint, right?
Yeah, we have to have them list and everything, that's something, we have a short period of time to do this, and it's kinda getting me worried. We have a month. I mean, you understand what 10 guys, 2 days can actually happen? A lot if we do it right. So. Yeah,
But I'm
make a
saying
motion.
for one, or do you think we need two
I'll
roll-offs?
say we do one big one. What's the biggest they make, Joe, do you know, 60 yards? What's the biggest what's the biggest dumpster they make?
The biggest dumpster is that a 30-yard dumpster?
Yeah, you got to be, that's like the biggest one.
Is there?
I think the nice carries.
That's who I use, nice.
They have a 45, web check. That's a big, tall thing,
We need a big one. Was it that thing by itself's gonna take up a lot of space, if we get permission to take it down, the batting cage.
Yeah, I think 30 yard is a decent fit. And we put that little shed in 30. And some other junk put down there.
Well, I make a motion to order one, you want a second? Second. Now, do we need to have a special meeting before they come? We'll have a meeting beforehand, right? It's gonna be mid-October. So we need this week, in a couple weeks, make sure we have a plan.
Yeah. So, and how they need this presented to them.
Yes.
And so they can look down and see what equipment they need to, bring.
What they will provide, the equipment they will provide is gonna make a big difference in what we want done.
And so if they do the parking lot, it would just be more the millings.
Be more milling that they're doing in the parking lot, and then they'll cut the other side down, they'll have to have a small dozer.
And then I know that, here's Chad. So sorry. He is not able to make it.
Okay. All right.
But he is kind of our go-to in between.
Yeah.
In between guys, so he knows more about that project. We might have, if we have to do a short, quick,
Yes.
meeting at some point to go over and approve everything, but.
How do you feel about, painting the diamonds on the bottom, painting the, dugouts and cleaning them all up?
Well, I didn't know if we wanted to do any earthwork for the actual upper and lower fields.
I'd definitely like
What
to,
we
but
can get
the main thing is brick dust, and we don't.
brick dust, or
I
can
don't-
we aerate? Can we do anything to even up the divots in the fields? That's the point where
Yeah.
I don't know
That's
what
something
they
that's
can
out of
do.
my shape, the infield's in shape, because it holds a lot of water, it's muddy, it's.
It holds a lot of water,
So,
absolutely.
and I've been told brick dust is not cheap at all, like really expensive.
Okay.
And I think I was told two trucks per field. I think that's what they said. But I keep it on that too. What else?
Okay.
This ring sets going down in the middle, they look pretty rough. You want to take them out over there, you want to keep them in?
I was looking at that
They
the
look
other
pretty
day.
rough.
On the one that has 3 A-frames,
Uh-huh.
the very last one, that middle bar is bent. I didn't know if there's any way we could take out
That
and
section.
remove that small section and keep the other 2, get new swing, actual
Yeah.
swings, and get rid of the single one that has that broken baby swing, just so it's one set of swing sets, and that be
Yeah, I'm
it.
fine with however we want to do it, just it looks, it's a nice one.
It is an eyesore. Okay. We have a motion to look into that, or to go ahead and get rid of any part of it.
I'll say let's look at it one more time before,
Okay.
and we'll make a decision next time. I just want to say, yeah, take it out, and it's worth keeping.
You might be able to replace that one bar, because we looked at it one day. I don't know what that would cost, but that's just wrapped around that bar, so the bar's nothing special, but just.
If it could just even be
those-
removed and have the end cap, then you just have
That's what it looked like to me.
4 swings.
Or maybe we can have them paint them while we're there, take all the hardware off and have them paint them, or we can paint them, clean them up. Because we need a lot of earthwork done, but we also need, there's other stuff that need to be done too. And I know what it takes to do earthwork, and you don't need to take guys on. So I'm saying, like, you can take 3 or 4, and you have another 4 or 5 doing something else. But I'm sure Chan will be on top of that.
Wonder if they know how to form up for, concrete.
I'm sure they do.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do.
Material there.
Yeah, because we have a.
It's nothing to
we have a
form.
whiteboard
It's
grade that
more
we need to
pouring
close
it.
out.
Stuff like that. Forming's not much to it. It's more the pouring it.
Okay, our other main topic of discussion is the Indiana DNR grant, kind of a
Yes.
status update.
Yeah.
So, we have been talking a lot with Jill Curry and her team, and they have been doing a phenomenal job with kind of keeping track of everything and leading up to it. So we actually, this is my copy of warning, this past end of this week, beginning, we received the environmental response that we've been waiting on for part of the grant. We have a rough breakdown of trail projects on the second page. This map here right now is the overview of kind of what's going on. So
Yeah.
everything around here will be in asphalt, and it'll have to actually be 8 foot. We had a special meeting with the DNR grant, I wouldn't say the committee, but representatives that kind of help with this process, and that we actually need to make it an 8-foot path instead of 6.
So we still have to put more snow on it.
So it will be cut a little bit wider, and he did cut it wider anyway, but just to have a little bit of, we're going to be utilizing that whole width. There's a couple of little areas of, I'll call them, what you call them, nodes, which are basically benches for resting spots. So those are throughout the trail. So our main trailhead is actually over here by the playground.
Yeah.
So right now there's money allotted aside for like a sunshade sale, so for a shaded area, a bench, and then also a sign. So that sign can be interchanged with things going on in the community. That'll also have our special thanks to all of our kind of the donors through different parts of this whole process, because this walking path has been a long time coming, I feel. All right, so we have I have my glasses on, but they're distance. All right, so we have a node down here in between the upper and lower field excuse me. There's one here at the end of the figure 8, kind of cuts the whole trail
Yes.
in half, right before you get to the T-ball field. And then there's one over here, kind of on the very south side, that kind of looks from the south side looking north to the whole park.
Okay.
There are, we had different ideas to hopefully have some pavement to different kind of the picnic areas, and that is not shown. I don't think we're doing that part anymore, are we? But we are still having a pathway to the actual concession stand because we need to make sure that they have room for those ADA toilets,
Okay.
or one side of the toilets. So there'll be concrete and asphalt to the concession stand.
All right.
So it's an 80-20 matching grant.
I just seen that. We responsible for 32, 36.
So the amount that we've already put forward, that actually is not able to be deducted,
That's what I said.
but it increases our matching amount, meaning our overall how it looks to DNR. Oh, you actually have more, not set aside, but more
Into it.
more, yeah, right, more into the overall project and making it look more appealing to them, I guess you would say. So some of these, they've tried to really crack down on a lot of these numbers. We have a very tight budget or strict budget that we want to stick under. So some of these things might have to be reduced, or we have to get creative with, maybe different types of.
Yeah, some of these numbers are higher, right?
They pull it from other grants that they've assisted with and other means. I let the engineers do their own estimate in that regard.
So
I
arrest
don't know how
notice
high
a
it would
bench,
be.
right?
Hmm?
Arrest notice a bench.
Yes,
Correct.
yep. It's just the terminology that DNR, I think, wants to use.
So it's
So the concrete restroom access walk, that's on the north side of the concession stand. Because on the south side of the concession stand is also concrete. So they said it'd be actually about the same price to do concrete or asphalt, so we're just gonna make it identical to each other and just match one side to the other. There is one area, when you first come in the park and the, Whitaker Field, so here's parking, and then it goes down here to the pathway that follows the upper field, right? The dugouts are right down here. This is the area that there's always constant gravel, rock, it's just everywhere.
yeah.
So we are actually going to try to extend that all the way to this, just to clean it up and just be done with that constant paddle.
All right.
It'll be under the bleachers, so it'll be maintenance. That's one of the only things that's not part of this grant, and it's down here listed as a line item.
19. At the bottom.
Very bottom, yes, asphalt bleacher pad.
Okay.
So they had quoted that, if they're already going to be doing asphalt everywhere else, just move it a little bit more
Yeah.
for that space,
All right.
just for those set of bleachers. Just clean it all up. This is just a copy of the environmental response that we were waiting on. Nothing was really kind of out of the norm that they already didn't know. They do have 4 years to finish this project, she thinks, but we'd want to, of course, get it done as soon as possible.
Yeah.
And start taking bids. If we're awarded this, we'll find out, I think, sometime in February, that's right? And then we can start the process of getting it, and
So
we're
the town's
taking
gonna-
bids, and
So the town's gonna match this?
so the thing is, it's, roughly, yes, right now,
Okay.
this is the amount that we would be
And this is what
needing to
we're
match.
authorizing right now. Okay.
Yep. And it comes in waves, so it's finding a company.
Do we need them to sign this now, or is this something?
No. So this is kind of a working sheet. I attached the working sheet that she had emailed us and yourself here. Our responsibilities right now are number 7. I've already sent him the park plan. I sent him one of the 2 deeds.
Okay.
I thought I had the second one, but I don't, so I'll just either get
Sharon
Sharon.
figured it out.
Okay. I'll talk to her tomorrow then. Because if not, I have the warranty number. I just need to go to the, courthouse. But town board to work on this. Okay, so we just need to come up with a summary of management and maintenance plan. So roughly a minimum of a 25-year kind of use of the life of the project, which they're hoping lasts longer than that. But our normal contract that we have with DPW and what they do, contract maybe with the Little League, kind of including all of that of how are we going to maintain this trail so that this money was used appropriately and that they didn't just, give this and we
Guys keep
neglect
playing
it.
to keep hard equipment off of it. Mainly driving on it, somebody that's going to affect it.
So another.
Breaking the sides off and stuff.
So I'll be probably emailing, group emailing and seeing what we can all add to it together. Another thing down here, we're getting letters. So Joe's going to be writing a letter in support of with the town council, president letter is what it says. And that's been done. Other letters, we're getting some from residents, from business owners, probably 5 to 7. I already have 3 of them right now.
Okay.
But I'm going to reach out to League. That's another question kind of in a very complex phone call to say, hey, can you...
I think that's
are you in
more
support?
of a meeting we need to have again with Ross and them.
But it'd be a letter just saying, are you in support of this? And basically DNR wants to see if everyone's on board with this much needed safe
Do I need to make
area.
a motion on this?
No, this is just an update.
Is there anything else we need to get out of the way with?
Only thing else potentially is, I didn't know if we wanted to do something with that tree stump. If there's anything that we wanted to do with Center Point.
If they bring equipment in and they have an excavator, can dig it out, we'll do that and backfill it if it's possible. They have a mini over there.
Okay.
That shouldn't be no problem.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you guys had any other plans for that.
No, that's fine. If they're there,
Okay.
if we can have DPW try and dig that. But I don't know if they'll be able to get it through mini or not.
The only other
If they
thing.
can, rip the roots and just backfill it, call it a day, throw it in a pile somewhere.
Okay. My board, we did apply for the 3rd round, and that was for the sunshades, and we were not granted that. But that's okay.
We'll get it one day.
We'll get it one day.
We'll get it one day.
We'll find it. It was, but we also have, we have not been able to get that concrete set underneath those bleachers.
Yeah.
So before we apply to any other ones, I'd like to get that one all closed out and finished because we were on that deadline.
Well, meeting dismissed. Are you fine with that? Anything else?
I don't think we need to do any type of motions.
All right.
You guys think we need? Have I missed
We've got
anything?
that meeting on Friday with Jill to
Yes.
kind of finalize everything with the DNR grant.
Okay.
And I really didn't get that, so.
It's due October 15th or
No, I think the very beginning of.
it's October 1st. Yeah.
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 So
I don't know why
they're
the
gonna
15th
turn
is
it
on.
in, so they're gonna finalize everything Friday, and I think that's gonna be turned in probably Monday.
So I got some typing to do.
Yeah.
So please respond to your emails. Just give you 5
Yes.
minutes of your day.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Meeting.
Meeting adjourned.
Okay. 7:01.
Not trying to push it, but we have a buddy that's got up in Tampa. We haven't seen him in a long time. He had brain cancer last year and it got involved, but see him when we can see him.